You know, I'm gonna make all those doubters at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, they all gonna cry when they get home. You know, and I meant that. I meant that. You know, everybody's talking about the size and me being a smaller fighter, but if you look on the stage, I've been sparring these big dudes my whole career.
They'll all cry when it's over. That's what Terence Crawford told a roaring crowd in his hometown of Nebraska, pure confidence radiating as he stood on stage, just weeks away from the biggest fight of his life.
Once we get in the ring and they see something different, like each and every time, there's gonna be another excuse why, the reason why Terence won and this and that and that is, but I can assure you I'm gonna be victorious, and after that we're gonna have another parade.
With less than 2 weeks until his showdown with boxing legend Canelo Alvarez, Crawford made one thing clear. He's not just showing up to fight. He's showing up to silence every critic who ever doubted him. He's stepping up to full weight classes to take on one of the most decorated fighters of this generation. But for Crawford, it's never been about risk, it's about legacy. While fans debate size and strength, the undefeated champion from Omaha is focused on one thing only, etching his name into boxing history.
First ballot Hall of Fame fighters, you know, going head to head, you know, and for undisputed, you know, and both of them is two-time undisputed champion. One is two-time in the same weight, one is two-time in two different weights, looking to be three. So, you know, Thriller in Manila, it wasn't, you know, that much wasn't on the line when, you know, they was fighting, but it's a lot on the line in this fight.
The date is set, September 13th at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. For the first time ever, two reigning pound-for-pound kings will collide for undisputed super middleweight supremacy. Crawford walks in with a perfect 41-0 record, including 31 knockouts. Already a multi-division world champion, he's held undisputed titles at both super lightweight and welterweight. If he beats Canelo, he'll become the first man in the four-belt era to hold undisputed crowns in 3 separate divisions, an achievement no fighter in history has reached. That's what drives him legacy over luxury.
Last time you've been an underdog?
I don't know. All my life.
All your life?
I've been an underdog all my life. You know, so I feel good. I feel comfortable. I'm confident. You know, and this is no unfamiliar place for me.
You've had a lot of memorable fights. What makes this one different?
I think, you know, this one is different because of the opponent that I'm facing, the weight that I'm facing, the level of fighter that I'm facing, what's on the line, the legacy, just everything as a whole is, you know, make this fight different than the others.
Speaking of luxury, the payday for this fight has grabbed headlines too. Canelo, who inked a massive 4-fight deal with Riyadh Season earlier this year, reportedly made $80 million in his last bout, and could earn up to $150 million this time. Crawford, however, says his guaranteed purse is only $10 million, far less than rumored. When fans expressed shock, he simply smiled. For him, this isn't about the money, it's about glory. Canelo's resume speaks for itself. The 2nd of February '63 record with 39 knockouts, titles across 4 divisions, and victories over names like Golovkin, Jacobs, and Cotto. Even losses to Mayweather and Bivol couldn't dim his status as a modern legend.
I went straight away with Crawford, and so did Spence. I mean, other people that we've spoken to, I think Paul Smith and other people that sit on the show with us think it will be Canelo Alvarez because of size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez take that journey up to light heavy and find himself coming up against Dimitri Bivol and not being able to do what he does at super middleweight. I just think that Crawford is such a fighter of such stature and competence that he might just be the kryptonite to Solo.
Still, Crawford's confidence remains unshaken. When asked about Canelo bringing in welterweight phenom Jaron Boots Innes for sparring, Crawford didn't flinch. To him, that move only proved one thing: Canelo respects the threat he's facing. If I was too small or too untested, Crawford said, he wouldn't be bringing in killers to prepare for me.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me. Because, you know, if I haven't fought anyone, if I was too small, if I was, you know, all these things that all the media say I was, then he wouldn't need these guys to help prepare him to fight me. He wouldn't, need all the help that, he's getting. But I'm happy that he's getting the help that he needs because, after, September 13th, there'll be no excuses.
Then there's the question everyone's talking about: Crawford's body transformation. A recent shirtless photo of him went viral, sparking debate about whether he's bulked up enough to handle a full-size super middleweight like Canelo. But Crawford isn't changing what's always worked. Instead of bulking, he's focused on speed, explosiveness, and endurance. This camp's different, he explained. I don't have to cut weight or hold back. I'm training free, and that's dangerous.
Have you put on a lot of weight or muscle? Like, how is it in that department? Because I know a lot of people have said, like, hey, you're fighting a big guy, 168, and used to fighting guys that are bigger than him. It might be smart to put on a little bit more, like, mass.
It comes natural with working out.
Yeah.
Like I said before, the only thing about this camp different than any other camp is I don't gotta cut muscle. I don't gotta, watch what I do in strength condition. I can, go fully all out, and just do what I need to do to get stronger.
Not everyone is convinced Crawford's approach will work. Veteran trainer Abel Sanchez raised concerns about how quickly Crawford's moved up in weight, reminding fans that Canelo's rise to super middleweight was a slow, calculated process. Sanchez warned that such a fast transition could backfire in the later rounds when stamina, endurance, and sheer size begin to matter most, especially against a physically dominant fighter like Canelo.
He does very well, and I think he wears Crawford out and wins a going-away decision. Crawford is an all-time great, obviously, but there's weight divisions.
Veteran trainer Abel Sanchez isn't fully convinced that Terence Crawford's strategy will hold up. He pointed out that Crawford's jump in weight has been too quick compared to Canelo Alvarez, whose move to super middleweight was slow and calculated. According to Sanchez, this rapid rise could backfire in the later rounds, where stamina, endurance, and pure size play a crucial role, especially when facing a physically dominant opponent like Canelo.
What about Canelo and Crawford?
Crawford. No hesitation. No hesitation.
I want to see that fight.
Big Bud. Big Bud. We're going to have to roll Canelo up. We're going to have to pack him up, baby.
But how hard is the jump from 47 to 68?
I mean, listen, it's a very big challenge. But what I said, with his skills and the way he's adapted to the size, brother, when I seen him stand toe-to-toe and side by side, I said, game over. Terence Crawford. And listen, don't be surprised if he stops him. I'm telling you.
Who?
Don't be surprised
If Canelo stops Crawford.
Terence Bud Crawford stops Canelo.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I love you. Skills pay the bills. See that, Cody? Skills pay the bills.
But not all experts agree. Former world champion Zab Judah believes Crawford's strategy could be a match. In fact, Judah boldly predicted that Crawford might even stop Canelo late in the fight. It's a daring call. Canelo's chin has been tested by the best, but Judah argues that Crawford's boxing IQ, adaptability, and laser-sharp precision could be the very tools that wear the Mexican star down and pull off the unthinkable.
I think I'm the only guy that beat it with both fighters. So, yeah, I'm thinking of maybe going there. I've been asked to go there and obviously give my input on the fight before they go in the ring. And obviously I know both fighters. Canelo's a friend now after our fight we had, and also Crawford had shared training camp with him as well. It's a good fight. I'm not gonna say too much.
Okay.
I'm gonna save it till on the day of the fight.
Okay.
But look, it's gonna be a mega fight. Honestly, it's hard to pick the winner. But like I said, it's a close one.
Even fighters who faced both men have a lot of respect for Crawford. Amir Khan, who shared the ring with both Canelo and Crawford, believes the matchup is razor close. It's hard to pick a winner, it's that close, Khan said. But Crawford's timing and ring intelligence give him the edge. Meanwhile, undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney also sees a real path to victory for Crawford. Haney praised Crawford's discipline and strategic mindset, saying, "It won't be easy, but if anyone can figure Canelo out, it's Terence Crawford."
Feels at this point Crawford's a better opponent than Floyd Mayweather. Just your thoughts on that?
I think, look,
I mean, that's his opinion. Do you agree? Wait, what? Do you agree with it?
the board will lean off a bit.
Do I think that, are you saying, do I think that Crawford is better than Mayweather? At fighting, I think that, well, he didn't really make it clear. I think that Crawford is fighting
I think Crawford is fighting a different Canelo than Floyd has, a much better version Canelo than Floyd fought. So that's why I think the difference is.
Another major factor experts are pointing out is mental toughness. Trainer Keone Davis believes Crawford's greatest weapon isn't his power or speed, it's his mentality. Davis emphasized that Crawford's ability to stay calm, adapt on the fly, and never lose focus could be the ultimate difference maker, allowing him to neutralize Canelo's size and strength advantage.
Have you been in there with Crawford?
Yeah.
So you've been in there with Crawford, you've been in there with Canelo. What can you take from sparring both of them to gauge what's gonna happen in September?
Preparation is gonna definitely be everything. Crawford adjusting to the 168 pound division. I know he's been sitting at a heavier weight for a while, but he's been showing his training and stuff. So that's definitely gonna help him. Canelo experience, but then you got Crawford, got great experience as well. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a good chess match. I expect a great fight. If I had to favor somebody, I would just pick Canelo because just because of the weight disparity. Canelo is naturally sits really well at 168, and it's just always tough for a guy to come to 168 and come from that many weight classes up and do something like that. If he does it, if anybody can do it, it'll be Terence Crawford.
Outside the ring, tensions are rising fast. Crawford's coach Brian Bomac McIntyre didn't hold back when asked about Canelo's camp, especially longtime trainer Eddie Reynoso, and the controversy surrounding past doping allegations. Bomac brushed it off with confidence, making it clear that Team Crawford isn't intimidated and is fully focused on proving a point inside the ring.
I know you saw him sparring with Boots. Give me your initial response to that.
That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Boots ain't no Crawford.
That's right.
Yo, hey, like I said, that don't mean, all that don't mean nothing. That shit ain't gonna help him. He should have just got the last cab driver he just fought. Cause that shit ain't gonna, that don't mean nothing, man. All that don't mean nothing. You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going upside your head at the same motherfucking time, shit, man. I don't give a fuck about all that shit, dog.
Now, with just days left before the opening bell in Las Vegas, the boxing world is completely divided. Some believe Canelo's power, experience, and size will be too much to handle. Others are betting on Crawford's speed, timing, and determination to make history. What's certain is that both fighters view this as more than just another payday. This is a battle for legacy. While fans argue over predictions, Crawford isn't paying attention to the noise. He's already said it himself, this fight isn't about belts or money. It's about immortality. On September 13th, under the bright lights of Allegiant Stadium, two legends will stand face to face. And if Terence Crawford gets his wish, this will be the night his critics finally break down and cry.